Hey guys, welcome back to math class. Today we're talking about sales tax and income tax. When you go to the store and you buy things that are not considered food items, you pay sales tax in the state of Texas. In our area, sales tax is about 8.25%, which means that if you go to the store and buy something for $1, you have to actually pay $1.08. Now, that 8 cents goes to the city that you are shopping in. So, if you are shopping in Fort Worth, that sales tax goes to the city of Fort Worth. Income tax is when you have a job, part of your paycheck gets taken out to pay for your federal income taxes. That money goes to the federal government to fund programs like the FBI, uh, the military, federal programs. So that's where that money goes. And depending on how much you make, it's always a percentage. So today we're going to really look at using percents to find this kind of stuff. So, sales tax. Let's write that definition. When you pay sales tax, that is a percent of your purchase, and it is added to the subtotal. Now, the subtotal is all the stuff added together. So if you go to the store and you buy um, five things for $1, your subtotal is $5. So subtotal is before sales tax. Quick quiz. Sales tax. Does it make the price go up or does it make the price go down? Sales tax makes the price go up because it is added to the price. The most comfortable way most of us probably like to find percents is by using a proportion. So quick review, proportion. The tax money would go over your subtotal, and that would be equal to the percent of tax over 100%. So in Fort Worth, in our area, sales tax is like 8.25%. So for this tax, I would put 8.25. So let's say I go to the store and I buy 5 toothpastes for $3 each, or five, I don't know what's cooler than toothpaste, 5 bags of fudge brownie M&Ms that are $3 a piece. So 5 bags of M&Ms for $3 each. $3 each. Now, what is my subtotal? If I bought 5 bags and they were $3 each, the subtotal would be $15 because I bought $15 worth. In Fort Worth, sales tax is about 8.25%. So that would be 8.25%. And we have to figure out the tax for that. So we're going to do 8.25 times 15. So 8.25 times 15. And then 1, 2 spaces. Now this is not tax. Now I divide by 100 because remember we cross multiply and then divide by 100. So what is that divided by 100? It's 1.2375. But I'm dealing with money. How many decimal places does money have? Two decimal places. So I'm going to look at the third spot to tell me what I need to do to the second digit. So if the third number is a 7, is this 3 going to round up to a 4, or is it going to stay a 3? It's going to round up to a 4. Remember that 4 or 5 or more, round up, 4 or less, let it rest, whatever that is. So this is going to round to $1.24. And this is my tax. And tax, do I add it or subtract it? You add it. How much was the subtotal? 15. So I'm going to do $15 plus $1.24, which is $16.24. This is my total. Don't forget, when you add decimals, line up the decimal point. All right, so this is basically what we're doing. You're going to find percents and add or subtract them. Now let's look at some vocab. All right. Most likely when you get your first job, you are going to get what is called hourly pay. Hourly pay. This is money per hour. So you get paid for each hour that you work. Salary is when you get paid like one amount for a year. Now, good things and bad things about salary. It's not based off your hours. So if you can work less hours, then you get paid more per se. Bad thing about salary is if you work more hours, you don't make more money. So teachers, we're paid on salary. So if I work until midnight, I'm not getting paid extra. If I work on a Saturday, you don't get paid extra. So salary, you don't get paid by the hour. You get paid like that's your job. You get paid what you get paid. The other thing you can do, gross pay. Next vocab word, gross pay. Gross pay. Gross pay is a dream. Gross pay is all your money. This is like how much you actually make. This is before deductions, before you have to pay your taxes. So it is before deductions and taxes. Gross pay. Before deductions and taxes. So if you work for 10 hours, gross pay is how much money they would pay you. Then what happens is you are going to have to set aside some for income taxes. We usually call that withholding. Withholding is money set aside for taxes. Withholding. So what happens is your business, where you work, they take all that money and they like put it into an account, and then in April you pay your taxes. And if you set aside enough during the year, then you don't have to pay any more in April. If you didn't pay enough during the year, then you have to pay more in April, and that's because April 4th is tax day. Now, the other thing, so withholdings you have to pay. You have to pay your taxes. Please don't tell me stories about so-and-so who doesn't pay their taxes, because that's a big deal, and it's a crime. The other things you can take out of your paycheck are called deductions. Deductions are usually things that you get to choose. So So, like your health insurance, if you want to have dental insurance or eye insurance, if you like to set money aside for charities, those are deductions. My husband and I, we have a charitable account so that in his paycheck, we take out money to donate. So, deductions, money taken out of gross pay. Usually it's usually like tax free. You won't have to know that. Things that can be deductions are your insurance, charities, um, like retirement accounts, things like that. Those are deductions. Now, you work, 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 you get paid gross pay. Well, then you have to pay federal taxes and then you have to pay for your insurance. So, what's left over, that's what you actually get to take home. And that is called net pay. Net pay is what actually goes in your bank account. This is money you take home after deductions. So your net pay is always less than gross pay. So when you're figuring this out, you're going to have to find percents of things. And usually, whatever is going to take money out of your pocket is what you're trying to do. So when you go buy things, you pay more money. When you're getting paid, you get less money. Welcome to being an adult. All right. That's it. I'll see you guys next time. Have fun calculating all that money that you'd never get to see. Later.